Howdy, everybody. Welcome to the Lady Walker Show. I am yours truly, Lady Walker. We have a great, fantastic show coming your way. My guest is a recording artist, songwriter, entertainer, and she was previously nominated as the Best New Southern Soul Female Artist of 2012 by the Just Blues Music Foundation of Atlanta, Georgia. Welcome to the show, the Duchess Jureesa McBride.
Hi.
Howdy, Duchess.
Hi.
That was a long intro. Like, okay, I got to get her name right.
Yes.
So it's the Duchess Jureesa
McBride. Yes, it is.
Well, Duchess, it is so nice to meet you.
I'm so glad to be here and nice to meet you as well.
Oh, thanks a trio, and thanks for being patient because we had other shows before we started taping, and it did take a little while. Thanks so much for, being patient.
You're welcome. I'm a patient person.
Oh, well, great. And I also would like to give thanks to your manager, Miss Sylvia.
Silver Shirley.
She's
the best.
All right, she's the best. Yeah, she hooked us up.
Right.
And I appreciate that. She's here, so I certainly appreciate that as well.
Thank you.
Okay, quite a few people may not know who you are, so it will certainly behoove us to find out just a little bit about who the Duchess is. Just a little background.
Just a little background. Well, as you said, my name is Jureesa McBride, aka the Duchess, and I was born and raised in Claiborne County, outside of Hermanville and Patterson, Mississippi.
Okay.
Small town.
Small town.
Country girl.
Okay, country girl. Okay, gotcha.
And I was raised in a two-parent household, grew up listening to music and, having a love and a passion for it. Helping around the community because the community that we stayed in had a lot of older, elderly people there. So along with my siblings, I have a sister and a brother, and we did a lot around the community, and it was great growing up and doing what we love to do.
So at 9 years of age, at least I read that somewhere in your bio, that's when you realized that you wanted to sing.
What I would do was my emotions or things that would go on, I would write them down.
And that was at
point,
9 years
at 9 years old. That's when I started writing, and I started writing poetry. And that's
where it all started from.
That's where it all started from.
How about that?
My first song was about my dog Spiky.
Spiky, okay. What about Spiky?
I really love my dog. I had him from 3rd grade all the way up until my first year to college.
Really?
Yes.
Wow, that is such a long time.
That was the first song. That's where it started.
Oh,
first song.
I remember a song of yesteryear. It was, I didn't realize it was about a dog. I really miss you, Brandy, or something like that. I didn't realize it was about a dog. Now, it may not be about a dog, but I heard somebody say on the Tom Joyner show, they were talking about it, and they said it was about a dog, I think. And I said, I did not know it was about a dog.
Wow.
I really miss you, Brandy. So that is what inspired
Right. Just poetry in general. I would put all my emotions into my poetry, and just happy, sad, comical. And what we would do, we had a place in Port Gibson called Mississippi Cultural Crossroads for the arts, and my mom and my dad, they sent us there during the summer, to work in the youth program, and it was all about arts and acting. I traveled through Mississippi, Louisiana, parts of Tennessee, acting with the Peanut Butter and Jelly Theater Group, and it was just inspiring.
Oh, you did some acting?
Right. We did stage plays in different libraries for elementary children.
So at that time, actually, as you started growing,
as I started
aspiration
growing,
was still with singing, not acting, or plays.
It was both. We did some of everything from the acting to the singing to the drawing, and I even drew a picture one time, and the theme was Disco 70s. And really? I won. It was for a culture exchange group, and the person that won would have either a trip to Vermont or a trip to Tucson, Arizona. So I actually won the trip to Tucson, Arizona, and my sister won a trip to Vermont.
Really?
Right.
How was that trip?
It was really nice. We stayed there for a whole week. We went to different reservations, and we got a chance to see how most of the kids there were living, and their way of expressing themselves through arts. And then when the whole program was over, then the kids from Vermont and the kids from Arizona, they came to Mississippi.
Okay.
And of course, my mom threw like the biggest barbecue.
Wow.
in the backyard.
The Mississippi way.
And they loved it.
The
children did not want to go home. They
so
did not.
Are you the only child in the family that sings?
No, both of my siblings sing.
Really?
But they not just out like I am, but they both can sing.
Well, how long have you well, is it, first of all, is it a full-time career?
Yes. I've been traveling in and out of Mississippi, performing in different places, and it's been a great experience, and that's what I'm pushing for. So I still do, you know, my own personal things, but as far as music, that's what we're pushing for, the full time all the way.
Okay, so you've been at this full pledging
full time, yes.
For what, couple of years or something?
It's been a couple of years. We started like in 2007, and we had some pauses between there, things that happened. So then we picked back up in 2011. Okay. And when we picked up in 2011, it just went from there.
So you have, what, 2 children?
Yes, I do. 2 daughters, an 8-year-old and a 6-year-old.
Do you see any potential there in
yes.
the singing arena, recording?
Yes, singing and acting.
Really?
Actually, I went out and I bought guitars and keyboards and drum sets. So I always say somebody's going to do something.
Do you play any instruments?
No, I'm still trying to learn. So
you know we
really all trying to learn.
Okay?
I do.
But you went out and you bought it for your daughters.
Yes, because, you know, I wanted them to kind of relate to the things that I'm doing, you know, so they could get a better understanding. Okay, well, mommy, she's going out of town, you know, so I need them to know why I'm going out of town, you know. They even got a chance to come to one of my shows last month where they had the big family fun day in Hermanville, Mississippi, and they couldn't stop talking about it, and they finally got a chance to see, okay, this is what mommy does when she leaves. So
all right.
It was a better understanding and a better love for it.
Okay, well, great. Well, we are going to take a break, and we are going to come back and learn a little bit more about the Duchess.
Okay.
All right, we'll be right back.
For more inquiries about booking the Duchess, call 601-218-8696 or visit www.jmduchess.com or log on to Facebook and type in Jureesa McBride, Twitter Jureesa82, YouTube Jureesa McBride, and for acquisition go to CD Baby, Amazon, iTunes, eMusic, Music Talk, Google Store, and more.
We are back. My guest is the Duchess, Jureesa McBride.
Hi.
All right, Jureesa, we are Duchess. And you know, that is a beautiful name. How did you come up with the Duchess?
You know what?
Because it's not a T in it. I don't know why I thought it was going to be a T.
just like the Duchess of Cambridge,
okay,
like royalty.
Okay, gotcha.
You know, you know what? I really don't know how I came across that name, but you know, it just stuck, and people just started calling me the Duchess.
So when people see you, that's how they refer to you.
Yeah, some people say,
Duchess.
"Hey, Duchess, how you going?" I'm doing fine.
That's a nice name. That's a beautiful name. Okay, now let's talk about who are some of your inspirations behind your music?
Well, you know, like I said, I started young listening to music, and I know my dad, every Saturday, he would play all types of music from blues to soul. And in his car, when he worked on his car, we would be outside playing, and I would just stop and listen to that music. And most of my inspirations came from like Aretha Franklin and Joe Simon and Tyrone Davis and Johnny Taylor. The list just go on because I just love
Coco Taylor too.
Coco Taylor, exactly. Coco Taylor, I'm a Woman. That's I love that song. And you know, songs that have meanings, that's what attracts me. And
that's so interesting because you also said that, well, I read where they said your style of singing is compared to Aretha Franklin.
And that's just the honor. That's an honor because Aretha Franklin, that's a powerful lady.
Wow.
Powerful lady. And to be compared to her, you know, that's just motivational for me, and it's inspiring. So because she inspires me a lot. A lot.
So you write your own songs, or
songs.
some of them?
All of them.
All of your songs?
All of them. I write all of my own songs. Some of them come from personal experience, or some of them just come from things that, you know, let's see, things that I've heard about and I've made it into a song or a story, you know, just everyday life. That's where my songs come from.
So let's just say maybe one day you're cleaning, tending to your kids, and a song will just pop out of thin air somewhere. Do you get the title first, or do you get the lyrics first?
Lyrics. I get lyrics first. And usually it doesn't matter where I am. I could be getting something out the refrigerator, and it comes to me.
And I want to write it down. Let me write this down. Or do you tell yourself, okay, let me keep it, you know, before I write it down? Because you know how it is when you tell yourself you are going to go and write something down, and when you go and write it down later on, that thought
it's
will
not
be gone.
The same, right? I keep paper and pen close by.
By the bed at night?
Close by, yes, I do.
Put by in every room.
I keep paper close by. If I'm somewhere, if I'm up front and in the living room, then I run to the back and get my paper.
How often do the songs come? You know, the ideas, various songs.
You know what?
Is it daily, weekly?
They used to come daily, and they come weekly. It really doesn't just have a time when they come. You know, they just pop up, and usually if I have a song that pop up, I know I need to write it down, because I don't like to force lyrics, because then you can't get the same effect as you would if it just, you know, came to you. So I like as soon as it comes to me, I write it down.
Now, you have shared the stage with quite a few well-known people. Who are some of those people that you share the stage with? And is someone that you really wanted to share a stage with, did you get a chance to share it with that particular dream person?
Well, I've been at shows with Sweet Angel from Memphis, Dave Max, Stevie J, Mr. Zay, Tina Diamond, well, the late Tina Diamond, because, you know, she passed this morning. And
really?
Yes, she did.
So we are taping this show, let's see, we're taping this show to just about the middle of October. Get out of town, really?
Yeah. We shared the stage at the After Dark Cafe in Jackson. That's downtown Jackson. I don't know whether or not they're still open, but we shared the stage there. Dennis Fountain out of Vicksburg. Just various few. So.
Wow. And I'm pretty sure that was like, just to share these.
It was.
Stage, but,
you know, you got to keep cool.
I know. I know. So how often do you go around and perform? Is it every other weekend, once a month?
Well, like this month, I went somewhere this week, but it's usually like every month I have something going on. And what me and my manager are trying to do, we're trying to have something going on every weekend. So it has gotten to the point where it used to be like real spaced out, but now it's every month. It's something going on every month.
Every month. Tell me, how, with being a recording artist, how do you protect your vocals, your voice?
Well,
because that is something of interest to me.
It is.
Personally,
it's almost like you get a little paranoid because you don't want to catch a cold. You know, you don't want to catch a cold, so I always keep my airborne clothes and my Hall's Defense clothes. Yes, I do. And I try not to do a lot of hollering, you know, because you know, I said I'm a mother of two girls. So
I know.
I try.
I am like that with my
grandkids. And if it's like, if I know that it's a particular day that I have to do a recording or I do a show, I try to talk less as possible like that day.
Really?
You know, I do a lot of humming.
That is something.
I do a lot of humming.
So, but of course, you do have to protect
your
vocals.
You have to.
Especially when that is your career, your profession. You have to really take care of your vocals.
I have to. You really have to, because like you said, that's your job, that's your career.
That's where the moolah comes from.
That's where the money comes from. So if I get on stage and I don't have a voice, then there's no money there.
Exactly. You know, and I didn't realize how important it was until I started doing voiceovers and doing my own thing from this. And I realized, man, this is vital. And I still raise my voice with grandkids, and I need to stop that because I need my voice.
You have to save it and preserve it.
And then I know in past time I would read about various recording artists who had surgery on their throats or something like that.
Right. You know, Maxwell just had one. He
had to remove something.
They had to remove a lump in his throat. So he has a new album that's coming out soon. I'm not sure when, but he had to have surgery. So it's you have to really protect it.
That you do. Now I know we are going to take a break and come back with a few more questions. And towards the end of the show, you are going to be performing one of your songs off your newest
the new album that's getting ready to come out. And this will be my first time performing this song. Period.
Really? Here on the Lady Walker Show.
That's it, here.
All right. All right. In the meantime, we have got to take a break, and we'll be right back. We are back with the Duchess Jureesa McBride. Jureesa, I swear, girl, I didn't know if I was going to get your name wrong or what, okay? But we are going to move this show on. Let's talk about your album, your newest album. What is that called now?
The name of my album is called I'm a Woman First. And it's inspired by a song that I wrote that's on the album called I'm a Woman First. But the title was so significant for it because of the fact that it shows every side of being a woman. So I'm very excited about this album.
Okay, now I know you are not going to expatiate upon this one.
No.
But it's just like, Duchess is an interesting title. I don't know what it's about, but it sounds interesting. Put your cookie in my milk.
Self-explanatory.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, we are moving right along. Put your cookie in my milk. Your cookies. Okay, I'm a Southern girl.
Yes, I'm a Southern girl. That's one of my favorite ones off the album.
That's so interesting when you said one of your favorite ones, because of course you like all of your songs, but I think it's one that really stands out above the rest.
It does. It does. It's a fun, strictly blues. Has a nice tempo to it, and it's feisty. I call it feisty. So, you know, just speaking out, I'm a Southern girl.
Okay,
you know.
and okay, here's another one. Did I lay it on you right?
Self-explanatory too.
Did I lay it on you right? Okay, interesting.
It's a fun song
with
a nice tune to it.
Really?
So it'll get you moving.
All right. Super Mistress.
Super Mistress. That's one of mine that I love too. It's
self-explanatory too.
It's self-explanatory too, but at the same time, it's a laid-back kind of song. It's one of those songs where you just light the candle and just let it flow.
Really?
It is.
Okay, what about, this is the one that you are going to sing, Can Still Make It.
Can Still Make It. Can Still Make It is a very personal song for me because I went through a domestic violence situation. One time only.
One time.
I love to express that, one time only. And I went through a domestic violence situation, and that was the first song that I wrote after that event happened. And the song is supposed to be an inspiration to women who have gone through, you know, domestic violence and who are still going through, to let them know, okay, you can still make it. You can get out of whatever situation that you're in. Don't stay in a situation like that. Because like I said, it was a one-time thing for me. And it wasn't a violent relationship. It was when I got out the relationship that the domestic violence took place.
Really?
And I have, even 2 years now, I just had surgery redone on my left eye, where he crushed my eye socket.
After
Yes.
you gotten out of the relationship.
2 months after the relationship.
Wow.
2 months after the relationship.
So that's what this song is about.
Yes, it's an inspirational song, letting women know, okay, if you're in a situation or you're going through a situation, get out of it. You can still make it.
That is great. Okay, the last one, Southern Soul Swag.
Strictly dance song.
Wow.
Strictly dance song. Strictly dance song. I actually have my brother that's doing the rap verse in it, because it's going to be a line dance. And my brother is doing the rap verse in that song, Howard. So it's going to be fun. I'm ready for that one too.
Okay. Well, we have just a minute or maybe less than a minute during this segment. And then I'm going to close out, and you are going to come back and you are going to sing.
Right.
Can Still Make It.
Can Still
and you are
Make
going
It.
to close out the show with
Okay.
you singing. But before we go, what else, just in case some of your fans or some of the audience who are watching you for the very first time want to find out how they can keep in touch with you, find out more about your products and services, how can they contact you?
Oh, I have lots of contacts.
Okay, well, just give just a
Okay, I'm going to give just a few. First of all, I have my own website, and it's called www.jmduchess.com, and they can keep up with every show that I'm doing in the future, present, and it also has videos. They can join me on LinkedIn up under Jureesa McBride. I'm also on Facebook up under Jureesa McBride, and I have a fan page on there called The Duchess, and the Duchess of Southern Soul, and it's on Facebook. So I have plenty of contacts.
Okay. Well, good. So it'll be out there during the breaks and somewhere in the show, if they are, just in case if they didn't quite get what you were saying, it's out there in the breaks.
Okay.
Okay. Well, Duchess, it has been a pleasing pleasure to meet you.
It has. And like I said, I'm so glad to be here.
All right, thanks so much for coming out, and I wish you much peace and much blessing in your endeavors.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. All right. In the meantime, beloved, it has been real. Thanks for tuning in, and bear in mind that a merry heart doeth good like a medicine. Therefore, I bid you to take a little time out of your day or night and enjoy a heart to laugh. Ta-ta.
You said that you loved me, but little I didn't know that this would be my testimony, and still I just had to know. We were headed in different directions. You tried to take it all from me. Now the only space for affection is with my daughters and my family. Even birds that fly have broken wings, and even hearts that beat have cracking, and even smiles that speak have sad memories. But leaving a girl like me can still make it. Thought that I knew you, but there were just hidden facts. Someone I knew for so long could really act like that. Even though you wore a disguise, you never took away my smile. There's so much that lies before me, but there is power deep inside of me. Even birds that fly have broken wings, and even hearts that beat have cracked hands, sad memories. But even a girl like me can still make it. When life knocks you down, you can get back up. When the world says no, who can you trust? I'm here to tell you, when it seems all the odds are against you, girl, you can make it. All you gotta do is believe in yourself, and you can make it. I know you can, yes you can. You can make it. I know for myself, and you can make it. You can make it. 'Cause you can make it. Oh, yeah, yeah. I know you can. I said I know you can. Oh, even a girl like you can still make it.
Lady Walker Show.